All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for State of the Atmosphere. Tonight, we're going to get into the pop culture update. We got a lot of news in there about a lot of different things. We're going to check in on the girlfriend of the show, Sydney Sweeney, and we're going to talk all about the March movie releases. All that and more tonight on State of the Atmosphere.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
All right, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere. It's good to see you, and I hope everybody's day is going well. I've got my crew along with me today, as usual. Knock, how did your day go today?
Not bad, not bad. Kind of a slow week, but it's progressing, and we've officially made it more than halfway through, so we're getting there.
I hear you.
And I got my tickets today to go see Breaking Benjamin and Stained in May, so another concert for the summer.
Check you out, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. We got John in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? You all of a sudden are muted. Something happened between. We were talking to him backstage, so I don't know what happened there. But Jed, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm waking up. I'm not at full force yet, but probably when we start talking about Disney or Star Wars, I'll wake up. So
okay, I'm sure you will. John, try it again, man.
I guess I'm working.
There he is. He's in there now. How was your day, bud?
Oh, it's fine. I just working on stuff. Ordering new systems at work for faculty and working on wedding stuff and all sorts of stuff.
You got a lot on your plate, man.
Yep.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. All right, boys and girls. Let's check in with the chat, see who's here. Comics Dead says this is the first time he's been able to take a breath today. So he's hanging out with the family. Good to see you. We miss you, man. Looking forward to seeing you on the show again. And, of course, the fan of the show whose name cannot be mentioned by reading his name is here.
There are some who call me Tim.
And unlike most days, he didn't check in at noon today. He just showed up, so it's good to see him, man. Vince, of course, is the hardest working guy there is. He's here, and so is Kay, Jed's the other half. Yeah. And then we've got, let's see, Canadian Spider-Man's in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
What's up, dude?
Yeah. And also, I believe he must be lost in the shuffle here. Where is he? I saw Lennox in here. Where is he? There
I saw Low Spec in there.
Yeah. There's the Penguin. Low Spec Lennox Gaming is here. If
my Lennox brother,
you're missing out, man. Yeah. I showed up right in time to give him a super chat last night. So it's good to see you, guys. It's good to see you. Well, we do have a lot to talk about today, and we'll jump right into it as soon as I can find the graphic for it.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
We're going to start with the pop culture update like we always do. And we're going to start with the box office numbers from last weekend. sharp drop off this week
yeah.
in the numbers.
On the cliff.
I believe it was almost a 70% drop off for Captain America: Brave New World. It says here 68.3%. Yeah, kind of knew this one was going to fall off a cliff.
In all
just
honesty,
wonderful.
Yeah,
that is actually less than I expected.
really,
I was expecting at least a 75 or 80% drop off.
really, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I said on
big one.
another show, I said 65 to 70, so I was within the range.
yeah. Well, we all know you're Nostradamus, Jed. We know that. Anyway, I'm just kidding. The Monkey comes in second. I think that's a horror movie. I'm not quite sure. With 14 million, and then we got Paddington in the second week making 6. Dogman, of course, we're all single digits by here. Dogman and Heart Eyes. I don't know what Heart Eyes is. It's in its third week though. But yeah, big drop off for Captain America. It kind of fell off the ledge, and second week Monkey opens to a $14 million one. So yeah, that's what we had this week. I don't think any of us are surprised by that.
Nope.
It's just, it's not a bad movie, but it's not a great movie, and word of mouth on it's not doing well. So, didn't think anything big was going to happen with that flick, and it's meeting expectations, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see.
The low bar that Disney always has. See?
Yeah. Well, but it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. But
no,
then
it
again,
doesn't.
We got to remember something. Even though the pendulum is swinging back, and they might be taking the message out of a lot of things, we're still seeing stuff that's been in production for the last 2 years. So, we're going to get more of this before it's over with. So,
I agree.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, the story that I'm concerned with this week, boys and girls. All right, I am one of the biggest James Bond fans in the world, and this was announced the day after our last show. I really wish we'd have had it on the last one.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Martin. Good to see you, buddy.
I didn't have to send this one to you because I knew you would have this one.
Oh
on.
yeah,
me and you love Bond.
I just got off a Bond video on Pop Culture Minefield. They were doing the first Timothy Dalton one, The Living Daylights, which is a great movie. But I brought my James Bond martini glass to the proceedings, and I of course brought my Christmas present from Foxy this year that's got my channel logo and the 007 logo on the other side, my liquor decanter. So yeah, and plus if you look behind me, I've got a poster with the first 21. The one on the bottom left right behind Supergirl's butt here is Daniel Craig's first one for Casino Royale. So but speaking of James Bond, Amazon's season control of James Bond sparks fandom fears. Now, why is it sparking fandom fears? I'll show you exactly why. Because the first thing they announced was they're hiring Florence Pugh to star in James Bond's spin-off series after Amazon Prime's deal. And here's what it's about. I'll tell you what it's about. They're going to base it on the books that were written from 2005 to 2008 called the Moneypenny Diaries.
Yep.
That's the first thing they're going to work on.
And I was talking to over in Midnight Stitch. I was in a chat, and me and a bunch of others in there said the exact same thing. They're going to go the Disney route, and they're going to do a bunch of these stupid spin-offs and not do Bond.
Well, here's the thing. Jane Bond. There you go. Right there. Yeah. It's not hard, Amazon. All you have to do is take the John Gardner novels that have never been touched in any way, shape, or form. I don't think they've made any of them into movies yet.
Yeah.
They've done original Bond scripts ahead of doing these, and do what they're doing with Reacher. Take one book and make a season out of it. If you want to make a streaming show, and if you want to make movies, make a movie out of each one. I mean, it's not that hard. They're good books. They were licensed by Ian Fleming himself. He approved of them when they were being written before he died. And they're great stories, man. My two favorites are License Renewed and Icebreaker. They're cool books. John, have you ever read those? Have you gotten into the John Gardner Bond novels?
I've just read like one or two.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I have
You're
already
like
read
Knox.
the.
Knox not a big Bond fan
Yeah.
himself. He's not a big Bond fan at all.
Well, I've
But-
read all the Ian Flemings. I just haven't
Yeah.
gotten around to reading these yet.
Yeah, the John Gardner ones are pretty good. Only saw Craig's Casino Royale and I was done. Well, that he made two good ones in my eyes. Casino Royale was good because it got back to the toughness of the character, and I did like Skyfall because it had to deal with an older James Bond type thing. You know, like he was washed up and he proves that he's not. But the rest of it, when he tried.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Craig wanted to have the Bond girls have relationships over several movies and stuff, and I'm like, no, that doesn't work with this guy. He's the tough guy. He's supposed to just use women up and throw them away. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, it's totally misogynistic, and it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be what you know. It's a male fantasy, is what it is, and you know, um, it just didn't work. And I'm glad they're rebooting it, but I just don't like the direction they're already announcing. They're starting with Moneypenny, not James Bond. It's just messed up. But anyway, that yeah, pump and dump.
Yeah.
That's bad. But it's true. That's the way he is, and he only messes with him if it's going to get him somewhere on his mission. That's all. He is the British bulldog. He's all about getting the mission done. That's all he cares about. Timothy Dalton laments Amazon's sad deal to take creative control of James Bond. And what he meant by sad, that's kind of misleading. What he's talking about, he says it down here, talking about the Broccoli family. Barbara is one of the best women in the world. I think she's fantastic. Around a Bond movie, everyone's got an opinion that tends to make something less special. But if you keep it to people who know what they're doing and know what they want, then it will sharpen up and be good. Barbara had that. And he also says that I have no idea what Amazon would do with it. I have no idea what the relationship of Amazon to the Broccolis will be, but it is a damn fine series of movies. I was watching it when I was young. We all were. It's been part of our lives. So anything that threatens it is kind of sad. That's what he was talking about. He also goes on to say in here that it's one of the purely British. I think it's right here. It is one of the few wonderful stories we've got in film that is British. The leading character is British. We can call it our own. And he's from Wales, I think. I think he's Welsh. But anyway, I really liked what he had to say about it because if you know anything about Timothy Dalton, he's one of the biggest Bond fans before he even played the part on the planet.
Well, it's kind of like how Doctor Who was. Like Capaldi, when he was a kid, he sent in a letter to Doctor Who magazine and said, I want to be Doctor Who when I get older. Yeah. And then like 40, 50 years down the line, he became the Doctor.
Yeah, like Cavill. Cavill. He's one of us. He's a geek.
Yeah.
He enjoys the stuff, and Dalton's one of those guys. He was a fan of this stuff before he got into it.
And that's the reason why I appreciate Dalton and Cavill and Capaldi and all those, because they're like us. They were fans before they became, the things we loved.
Yep. So. Hey, it's good to see you, lovely Sherry. Good to see you. I'm so glad to see you in the chat when I'm doing shows. It's great.
Yeah, Sherry, thank you for coming over. I love you being over here.
But yeah, I know not everybody's the biggest Bond fan, but I am a huge fan of the series. I've seen all the movies. The last one I went to see in the theater was Spectre. After that one, I didn't want to see any more of the Craig ones in the theater.
Yeah, they're terrible.
And I really want to see this one make a comeback, but seeing what they're doing to start with, a Moneypenny thing.
That's not a good way to start.
I just don't think that's the way to go. If you need to start by announcing who your next Bond is and when you're making the movie or the series. Then you do the spinoffs. If you want to do that, do the spinoffs after you announce who the new guy is. That's what you need to do.
So, Joe, if they wanted to come out like a banger, they should have got Cavill and then done the music. Dun, 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 dun. Then you see Kim coming out with the gun and stuff.
Yeah, but Cavill is already working on Warhammer. So,
Well,
and
here's
that's
the thing.
probably going to take up most of his time. There's
He's-
other guys that can do it, man. There's
Yeah, I
other
know.
guys that can play this part. And I'm one of the people that wouldn't be radically opposed to Idris Elba playing the part.
Oh
I really
no, I
wouldn't.
would want him to be Bond.
But he's a little too old.
He's
for it
older
right
now.
so,
I would say
yeah.
about 10 years ago, he
Yeah,
would have been in
he
his
would have been
prime
great
to do
for
it.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Similar to Tenet, but he went off the deep end. Talking about Doctor Who. Yeah. I see.
It sounds like we need Tom Holland. Tom Holland is British.
Oh,
so-
no.
Tom Holland saves all, doesn't he?
No. That movie he did was terrible.
I was waiting for that to come in there. Oh man, I
When
knew
he
it was
did the
coming.
video game movie and he was trying to be the big badass, and we had the other homie that looked more like he.
Wahlberg should have played that part. Yeah.
Yeah, he should have played that.
But
not
no,
Tom
that's
Holland.
Knox fallback right there. Tom Holland. Well, you know what's funny? It's also the fallback of AI because if you remember, when the last time we had the meeting of the Mojo Dojo Casa House production company, I think just about every project had Tom Holland as in the cast.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
matter
the
what
AI
we
was not
did,
very intuitive.
He was in there somewhere.
It was him. I think it was Zoe. What's her face?
Zendaya.
No, not Zendaya. Avatar. She plays the green chick.
I got you.
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was in a lot. She was like the scientist lady, or who was it? Princess Amidala.
Natalie
Portman.
Yeah, she was in a
She
bunch of
was
too,
the doctor and like the doctor scientist and everything. Like
right. Yep. Let's see. Vince says I'd rather see Idris Elba. Yeah, no
That's
doubt,
a good one
man.
too, Vince. I agree with you.
Yeah, he would have been. He would have been good. But my whole point is, don't start by announcing you're doing a chick diary series about leading up to James Bond. No.
Just like Southport. Put a chick in it, make it gay.
You know, at the very least, you know she's going to be good in the action scenes.
Well, yeah. Look, I have nothing against. Guys, I love Florence Pugh. I watch a lot of her stuff. I just watched, what was it, The Outlaw King? Is that the name of the one he did? She did with Chris Pine on Netflix. It has to do with, if you've ever seen Braveheart, the guy that ended up becoming the King of Scotland, it's about him after.
I've heard about that one, but I don't think I ever actually watched it.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. It shows how he held off the British Army and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a good show. But my point is, I like the chick. I like her in the roles that they've created for her in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, out of all the movies that are coming out this year, I'd love to see the Thunderbolts because she's in it. You know, I like Florence Pugh. I mean, she's in one of my favorite movies, Fighting with Your Family. The Story of Paige from the WWE. She was in that movie with the Rock produced. And by the way, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it just to see Matthew Vaughn in it. I mean, that guy's great and everything he does. He's fantastic in that movie. But anyway, we'll move on from this. But let's see. Vince says, and at least it's not going to be Jane Bond, but why a money penny? Yeah, she's a secretary. They're going to make her some kind of agent or something. Come on, man. She's the friggin' boss's secretary that flirts with Bond. Whatever. That's just dumb. Anyway, okay. I'm scared. I want to know who they're going to have as James Bond, though. That's what I want to find out. Okay, we've got a couple of obituaries to talk about this week.
You didn't see the post?
What's that?
It's going to be Elliot Page.
Oh God, please no! Stop it.
No.
Got some bad news to report here. A couple of bad news stories this week. Roberto Orsi, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name, Orsi. He died. He's Star Trek, Transformer, and Hawaii Five-0 writer producer at 51 years old. He died of kidney disease. And this guy, now, the bad thing about him is he's been locked at the hip with Alex Kurtzman for a long time, the guy that's destroyed Star Trek. But I'm one of those people that enjoyed the first Star Trek movie with the new cast and everything, and he had a lot to do with that. And I am a huge fan of the first Transformers movie, and he wrote that, produced that. A lot of the stuff that this guy produced, he also wrote. I'll go ahead and pull up his IMDb page real quick. But John, you sent me this one. Did you like this guy? I know he's really talented. A lot of the stuff he wrote, I like. Yeah.
Well, he did like Hawaii Five-O and stuff like that. So I mean, he's done a lot of stuff other than just Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
Which Star Trek movie did he do?
The 2009 one, the one with Chris Pine.
One?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I dug that one, man. Look, that opening scene, the birth of Kirk, being born in the middle of a space battle. I just thought that was the coolest fucking thing in the world, man. I really thought that was great.
Oh, yeah, there
he was destined to be a starship captain from birth.
Some parts of that I loved, and there were some parts of it I was just like,
yeah. It's got the good
but
and
that
bad.
First part
They could have cut down on the lens flares,
Yeah.
But J.J. Abrams always said that he was more of a Star Wars guy, and he really treated that like he was auditioning to do Star Wars. You know what I mean? When he did the Star Trek stuff. Let's see, Orsi.
Well, he did like Sleepy Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
He did
the television show.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah.
He was a producer for that. He was producer on Now You See Me.
Mm-hmm.
See what else is there? Ender's Game, Amazing Spider-Man 2, several of the Transformers.
Wait!
Stuff.
The good one, the with Doc Ock.
No, Amazing Spider-Man
2. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cowboys and Aliens, Lock and Key.
Fringe. He was part of Fringe.
He was on
my
Fringe?
God, dude.
Fringe was a good show.
Xena, Jack of all trades, Hercules.
Mm-hmm. He did a lot of good stuff.
Xena was good. Wow. Tales from the Dark Side.
Yep.
Wow, man, that's that. You know, it's a shame. But the thing I hate to hear about it, he was only 51 years old, kidney disease, man. That's just I wouldn't wish that kind of thing on anybody. I've got a sister-in-law. Rhonda's sister is waiting on a transplant right now, so. I wouldn't wish any of this stuff on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. It's sad. Let's see. I'm not a big Trek fan, Soul Assassin says, but I agree with Joe that first Trek film was a good watch. Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool. JJ is no Star Wars fan. Yeah. What? The thing was, though, he paced that first Star Trek movie like it was more of a Star Wars movie. That's definitely more action-packed than a Star Trek film would have been. Star Trek's a little bit more cerebral than that. You know what I mean? But
he was also
I enjoyed it
too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see. There is a video comparing clips from Jar Jar Trek to Star Wars copied scenes one to one. Wow, really? Oh man! All I know is the lens flares were excessive. That's
I hate the lens flares.
I think he made half of their little digital displays clear just so he could have light fracture through it. Man, yeah. It's ridiculous. But anyway, shame to hear about this guy. Definitely, he will be missed, and we hope that we're getting more guys that can carry the torch like. Our guy that's making all the good television for Paramount Plus right now, the Taylor Sheridan verse, if you will. We need more of these guys. More of these guys that like to tell good stories. They're not worried about politics. They're worried about telling you a good story. By the way, those of you that are Taylor Sheridan fans, I watched the first episode of 1923 and it was good. It's good. It's hasn't lost any of its luster yet. So looking forward to seeing more of that. But anyway. Godspeed to Roberto Orsi. Now this one, I didn't even want to talk about this one. You guys know how I feel about this. I don't want to hear anything about this until the woman packs her bags and leaves the building. Not just leaves the building, packs her bags and leaves the building. But when I checked the fucking rags today, it was the top story on 2 out of the 3 major fucking industry.
Did you skip an obituary?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't somebody else die from Bucky today?
I said I've got a couple of them, but I'm going to get that one later on.
Are we going Kathleen Kennedy's
I'm going in
career?
chronological order. That one, these stories are in chronological order. Okay.
So I don't believe this.
Something happy, something sad.
Yeah, something sad, something happy. Now, Star Wars boss Kathleen Kennedy planning to exit Lucasfilms at the end of 2025. How many times have we heard this?
Bullshit. Until that bitch is out the door, I don't believe it.
And then you had an article in Hollywood Reporter today, Disney's Star Wars succession problem. Who will replace Kathleen Kennedy? Favreau, Filoni, Feige. Don't make me say it. I don't want to say it. But anyway.
I don't know why Feige would do that. But
Why I don't know why he'd do it either. He's got his hands full with that. Yeah, man, we've got Star Wars news again, and it's Kathleen Kennedy again. Rumors of her demise again.
Nah,
You do know who's
I'm not
going to
believe
take
it.
I'm not.
Yeah, I
believing
don't
it
believe
till
it
she
either.
leaves the building with her bags packed, her desk box in her hand. Stop
I
teasing
like-
us, Hollywood. Stop
Till
it.
I see her walking out the door like a USA agent, then
Right?
You know,
What the hell, man?
Hey, Joe, I put up this tweet that I said, you know what be that icing on the cake? I said the last thing she ever did at Lucasfilm was get somebody coffee, and then she gets kicked out the door.
Somebody said that earlier today.
I said that.
Yeah. Let's see. Low Spec Linux Gaming says 6 years too late. It's already all destroyed. Yeah, but we still got the good old stuff. You're doing a
we
playthrough
do.
of Core 2.
At least we have the good
Core
stuff
right
still.
now. He's doing KOTOR 2 right now, I think, is what he's doing on his channel.
What? Oh, okay.
Ding dong, the itch is dead. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Not yet.
But- well, we'll see what happens. Man.
Yeah, we'll see.
But you know, the fact that it's the top story in all the magazines gives it a little bit of credence, because I don't think they'd be putting it out unless she had said it. So, let's see what else we got here. Soul Assassin. I believe it when I see something official about KK leaving. No doubt. KK will be known forever as the one who destroyed the greatest franchise ever made. But see, guys, I remain half full, glass half full about this. I think that its previous history it can be resparked. I really do. I think that the foundation is so good that they can make something good.
Joe,
out of
it would take something spectacular for it to do that. And Filoni ain't gonna do it because he's gonna do Ahsoka.
Okay, hang on a second. I'll tell you a franchise. I'll tell you a franchise that has reinvented itself several times. We were just talking about it earlier. Every time they say James Bond's dead, he comes back bigger than ever. Every time. Near the end of each run of each actor's run at playing James Bond, they always come back with something bigger and better each time. Now, they don't sustain it very well, especially the last time they did it. I mean, look, when Daniel Craig appeared in Casino Royale, a lot of people didn't like him just because he was blonde. He didn't fit the mold, the look, right? But the show was so good and was so action packed, and it went back to the toughness of James Bond. Everybody loved it. Now after that, they kind of fumbled the ball along the way. But
okay, you can put that comparison. I'm gonna do this because Bond, we went from Sean to everybody to, Roger to you know what I'm saying. Doctor Who's done that in the past. When we went from the second to the third to the fourth, we had bangers back to back to back. And now the fifth, but
Vince, she got drummed out of television after the.
Yeah, I was fixing to say
did.
that they've canceled her series. You don't have to worry about that. He says,
don't
"Imagine
think-
it."
yeah.
Though. Thanks for the visual, Vince.
no, we don't need that, dude.
Knock. Would you agree with me that they can do something better with this, with the foundation they have? I think they can.
I mean, they have 30 years worth of foundation to
Right.
stand on. So
Yeah,
I
I know you
I'm
agree
just-
with Soul Assassin on this one, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I'm not saying we need to bring that back, but I mean, I'm just saying there's plenty of stories that can that we want to see that they can do. We're not tied to the sequels completely. There's ways to work around it. There's a lot of time in between them. We've already mentioned this plenty of times with like Mara Jade. That would be just right off the bat a fanfic. Assuming they got the right actress for it. Personally, I want. I'm getting tired of these known actresses and actors. I want some unnames, some no names that we've never met that are actually decent. I'm not talking about nobodies that suck just because they fill a box, but I mean like or check a box. I'm talking about like some decent actors and actresses that can work their way up. They don't have to pay up their ass for them.
Kind of like how Christopher Reeve got put in Superman role and how they did Star Wars, right? So
Yeah, a bunch of no-namers, right? People that had never been seen before.
and let them build.
I do want to point out here, Soul Assassin says Filoni is not the one to put your faith in. He had no respect for the lore and past works. And Vince says if Disney was smart, they would give it to Jon Favreau. Now
I don't think he wants to.
Now we're talking about heading up the Star Wars brand all the way, kind of thing.
Well, if you do it at Lucasfilm, it's Willow, Indiana, Star Wars, and everything else.
Look, Joe. Look what Vince said.
No, okay.
Kindred spirit there. Kindred spirit there, Vince.
Look, Vince, that's exactly. Look, Knox said this exact thing when I was talking to him pre-game. He says, "Oh, give it to Sam Whitwer."
I don't know if he'd be any good at it. I have no idea if he'd be any good at it.
Talking about the geeks in the industry. Tell them about it, Knox. Tell them.
I just said that we were talking about that, and that's exactly the same name I gave him, Vince. And I was like, I have no idea if he'd be any good at it. I don't know, what he has as far as experience with that. I'm sure with these shows, like he was on Supergirl, right? And I'm sure he had, some say in that, and I'm sure he's directed other things like Small Time. They usually let the actors do that kind of stuff these days, but I know he has the passion. He has the passion. He's been on every animated show for Star Wars for the last decade and a half, and so he knows all the lore. He knows lore better than the writers do.
Right.
What
John?
they should do is what DC has done with their movies. They take someone who's going to do the story and someone to handle the business. You get because the person that handles the business over in DC is out of the limelight.
Right.
He's just making sure that everything's not being ridiculous. Like,
I got you. Yeah. Soul Assassin says I would use the animation to bring the old Republic stories to life. Every season would be a new story, like Couture, Bane. What is that? What is S?
That's Star Wars, the Old Republic. Yeah. So
okay. Tale of the Jedi, etc. Yeah. Look, they've got plenty. My whole point is they have plenty of foundation to work with, and me personally, you guys might not want them to draw on the extended universe, but I've heard so much about it from you guys that I'd love to see it. Why not?
My whole point with the base was not necessarily the stories itself, but the fact that you have a strong fan base, so you could bounce back with the amount of passion there is for Star Wars.
Yeah,
but I don't want Filoni touching it. If he gets fucking stay away from that.
Nah, Filoni let that shit show happen.
Yeah,
he did.
He
all for the shitty version of the all for one for all.
Yeah,
thing.
He's KK's apprentice basically. Okay, we do not want that motherfucker in there.
I say if it's in-house, you get Jon Favreau because he's a proven commodity. But, I mean, what he did with the first season of Mandalorian was really great.
But here's the thing. He's even said that under KK's watch, she screwed it up so bad. There's people that really don't want that job now.
Well, okay. So, listen, I was watching Nerdrotic earlier today, and he had a great idea. He said get some of these big, huge fans like Mauler and Star Wars Theory and
that's what
some others as like a council together to give them some ideas and stuff to get it going in the right direction. In other words, the point is lean on the fans because there's plenty of people that are like Sam Whitwer that are in the business. To you guys' point, that love the material. That's who they need to lean on.
My first recommendation, if it was going to be anybody from YouTube, give it to Star Wars Theory because he makes movies.
Yeah. And this one here, Soul Assassin says, look up Star Wars Central, Joe. He's doing a KOTOR fan series. Yeah. Look, Hollywood better get their game on because I've seen some stuff that's been made by AI that looks really cool. I mean, Nerdrotic was showing one earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an R-rated version of Star Wars that was just badass looking, man. It had the gear porn in it and everything, man. It was really cool.
And
was
in
really
Soul, you know what? KOTOR would be in that right there. I would make sure my boy Revan would be in there.
Yeah, it'd be every fan's dream to run that thing. But look, just get some people that are passionate about the friggin' product and not the message and stuff. That's all we want, really. Speaking of good stuff in Disney Star Wars, there's not much of it, but one of the ones that I really dig, which is Andor, is getting its second season. They put out their teaser trailer, and if you guys want to look at it, we'll look at it real quick. Do you guys want to check it out? Or
can we finish the obituaries before we keep going back into Star Wars? I mean,
we are in obituaries and Star Wars go to get Disney Star Wars.
Okay,
it's such a. You're gonna get me all passionate about that, and then you're gonna bring up some sad shit. I don't know if I want to go
all
that
right,
route.
bro. All right, bro. If I've got to do it, I'll do it now. Yeah, we had this young lady that's a veteran of Buffy and was in Gossip Girl. Her name is Michelle. Somebody else pronounced that.
Trachtenberg. Okay. She was on Buffy and stuff. I used to watch her.
39 years
She even
old.
showed up on Angel like an episode or two, I think.
Yeah.
I mainly know her from Euro Trip. That was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah, Euro Trip
as a teenager.
She just recently had a liver transplant, and they're saying her mother found her this morning, passed away in her apartment. And it's probably complications from that. She hasn't been looking healthy the last few years. A lot of her fans have been asking her to get help and stuff. Like she's like they don't know what's going on with people. They all think that there's something wrong with her mentally or something. But she fired back at them and said, not everything is what you think it is. Haters are gonna hate, that kind of thing. But she did recently have a liver transplant, and it's just shocking to see somebody pass away at this age. I mean, especially somebody that was talented like this girl. She played Buffy's sister. Am I correct, guys? I didn't watch the series, but
it's been so long since I've seen.
Pretty sure she played her sister on the show.
I think she did, yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, that's the other obituary we had this week. Now, do you guys want to watch the trailer for Andor season 2? Yes? No? Maybe? No?
You already know what my vote is. So.
Well, I tell you, he says yes, kinda. Soul Assassin says yes. She was good in Euro Trip. Yeah, I saw a picture of her in that on Twitter earlier. She's a beautiful girl. It's a shame. Let's see. I just said I'm only on the second episode. I'm watching it for myself. Really? Okay, very good. She was so young, still looked good. Yep, absolutely. Let's see. Vince says she was some powerful being masqueraded as her sister. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Gotcha.
And they kind of did the same thing in Angel, like a little bit. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, let's fire this thing up, man. We'll watch the trailer for this real quick and see what's. It's not very long. It's only 1:35. And the way I do things, it'll be even faster.
Good.
So, listen. Hey, Andor was a good show. I don't give a shit what you say.
You ducked out of the first 3
I know it's got Disney Plus written on it, so you hate it.
It was bored me to death. I watched the first 3 episodes and it bored me to death. So
you had to make it to 5, Jed. Trust me. I know exactly.
Knock almost gave up on it too.
I did. You had to get to episode 5, and it got much better after that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do the magic and see what we got here in Andor, the second season. Let's take a look.
We're in a war. You want to fight? Or you want to win?
Okay. It's kind of a rock and roll thing.
They're trying to make it Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is that what they're doing?
Yep.
That would suck.
Just what I'm seeing, right? I don't know if I'm right.
Last night I had a dream.
Oh,
That's a world of dream. All I hope's to come to be.
This song does not translate well enough.
No.
this does not translate. I don't know what's going on here with this song, man.
bro.
What is going on with this?
Did you get the un-auto-tune version or something?
No. This is the one from the Star Wars
Oh
YouTube
my
channel.
goodness. That sounds horrifying.
Wait, they're. Oh my god, they are.
Yeah, you're right. This
trying
does
to
look
do
like Guardians of the
Guardians.
Galaxy. This doesn't look like the first
This
season of this
isn't
at all.
Star Wars, man.
Okay, let's keep going here. Okay, this right here disturbs me right here. All these
Rolling Stone, you're high.
right. I don't care what Rolling Stone has to say, really.
Yeah.
You don't have to put all this in your trailer. If you got something good, just show me some of it. Looks like it is going to have some of the background of the Empire in it, like you like to knock. It is going to have some of that.
But it's gonna lead up to Rogue One, probably. I'm gonna.
Well, I got it. Well, yeah, it's supposed to. So
All roads lead to that. You know that.
Yeah, the snuff. The first.
It's already been confirmed that it drops 3 episodes at a time, and then it jumps a year between every 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Isn't it kind of funny? The first movie KK put out was a Disney Star Wars snuff film. Like, everybody dies.
All right, hang on. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up.
Is that a party? I think there's a party.
Yeah,
dude, they're
Oh,
going
man.
the Marvels. It looks like some shit from the Marvels in there, man.
There's gonna be some fucking some like
right.
Like, what the
Dubstep.
fuck?
So that Matrix scene, you know, where they're having the party and they're all celebrating
Dude,
because they're all free.
Yep.
Yeah, and it reminds me of fucking that one first part of Blade that was cool, but this is just like so bad. And that one dance scene from the Marvels.
Soul Assassin says, "How much y'all want to bet this song is written by a Lucasfilm employee who's part of a shit band?"
I guarantee it. It's probably. I don't know.
My band will play for free.
Oh, that guy's back. My God.
Remember this moment.
Because we're hip and cool, everybody. Come on.
Oh my God.
And they had to bring him into it now too.
Forrest Whitaker is one
Yeah.
of my favorites.
I mean, yeah, no, I agree with him being in there.
Yeah.
You're here. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
Bruh, no.
Yeah, this looks
Nah.
this looks
No.
kind of weird, dude. It
I want
really
to see what
does.
the comment. What's the ratio on it?
Let's take a look at that. I don't have the. There's 13,000 comments on it. You guys can go check it out. It's on the Star Wars page, but yeah, it's on the Star Wars YouTube channel. So you guys can go check that out whenever you feel like it. But yeah, that doesn't look like the first season very much, except for all the same actors are back. But that was really strange. The rock music behind it just makes it sound kind of weird. Oh my gosh.
It doesn't look. Nah, bro.
Let's see. Nope, that music choice just turned me off. Reminds me of Jar Jar Abrams, who put 300-year-old music in Star Trek. Go ahead, John. You are muted again, dude. You have muted yourself again somehow. But I'm sure you'll get it fixed. And when you do, let me know. Okay, 200 years, he says. I keep thinking of Don King when I see Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, it's a bad hairdo, isn't it? It's really bad Don King hairdo, no doubt. Remember when the trailer were meant to sell the movie show to the audience? Yeah, no doubt. Go ahead, John.
It's 135,000 likes, only 2.4 thousand dislikes.
Yeah, really? Wow. Okay, that's pretty high. That's pretty high. We got.
I
There's
think
a lot
because
of
it
comments.
is, I don't have a problem with it playing off the Guardians of the Galaxy themes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because guess what? That works.
Yeah, it does. It's just it's not what the first season of it was.
No,
But
no,
then again, it was the beginning of the fight, right? It was the beginning of it.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. All the looks like all the Imperial characters are back. I still want that guy to choke the shit out of his mother. I really do. Her
He's
mother,
back too.
yeah, his mother is just.
Well,
oh,
yeah, I
God.
need that. I need that sexual tension between him and the Emperor lady that
Right.
that never happens.
Yeah.
I need that for another half a season. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, man. I dug the show. I thought it was neat, man. But who knows? The way they've been doing things around there, who the hell knows what direction they're going to go with it? But we can hope. We can hope. But we all know all roads lead to Rogue One, where everybody gets splattered. So
Yeah.
that we know how these characters end up.
And one of them, that was her first thing in Star Wars, and she made it a snuff film.
Yeah.
Just-
Mon Milfma.
Just because people die does not make it a snuff mill.
Everybody died, John.
Well, they had to though. They're not in the rest of the story.
I keep saying it, and people are like, "That kind of does portray her whole time at Lucasfilm."
I like that movie, dude.
You
So
know.
I liked it. So okay. In video game news this week, they have shut down Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman video game canceled as studio shutters Monolith Production, Player First Games, and Warner Brothers San Diego. And let me go ahead and drop that out so we can get it back.
I heard they were going to try to do a new Lord of the Rings game too, and they canceled that too.
Well, all I
Warner
know
Brothers,
is
Warner Brothers have been trying to get out of gaming for a little while now. They tried to sell their studios, nobody bought, so they're shutting them down.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we watched the trailer for this game on the channel when it dropped, and it looks pretty cool to me. But we're never going to see it. Apparently, they've decided just to shut it down completely. So
I hope they're still going to do the next Harry Potter game, because the first one was good.
yeah, well,
It was awesome.
Just if you go to the comicbookmovie.com or just research Wonder Woman game canceled or whatever, you'll see the names of the studios and you can be able to look and see which one was making. I think, well, we know it's WB Games. I don't know if it's WB San Diego, but I'm sure they're going to keep working on the Harry Potter game if it was already in production, because that's their biggest
'cause
cash
I
cow
was-
right now. They're fixing to have a series. Didn't they announce John Lithgow was going to play Dumbledore just recently?
Really?
Who I just found out. Yeah,
I
John
like
Lithgow.
that guy. I like that guy.
Yeah, I do too.
Hogwarts Legacy was made by Avalanche Software.
Is that who made it? Okay. I don't know. I love the first season of Andor, but the show is meant to have a dark tone. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to. Remember, this is the gritty side of the rebellion, so I hope they won't take the humoristic approach like Guardians of the Galaxy. Me either. That's kind of what I'm getting the vibe of that thing there, though. Especially with the lead character kind of winking at you almost there at the end of it. I'm like, what? I didn't know they were making a Wonder Woman game. Yeah, it's been in production for a while. I think we first watched that last year when they dropped the preview trailer. That Shadow of Mordor enemy AI is blocked from being used for another 10 years, even though the studio shut it down. Really? Wow.
The game was good. I liked it. I played the shit out of that game.
But yeah, I remember watching that with you guys, so I figured I'd let you know about that. Also, we got an update on the Gunverse, I guess. I don't know what they're calling it in DC. DC Studios slate evolution. Some projects put on back burner while others are full steam ahead. And if you read this article from Hollywood Reporter, you remember the list of stuff we looked at when Gunn first presented it. There was a list of about 10 things, all of all medium. We had animation, we had live action, we had some television shows that were going to be on Max, right? I believe the Lantern one is going to be on Max, isn't it? The Lantern.
Yeah,
Corps
it is, because I was
television show.
looking at it.
So what they tell you in this though is that the Clayface show is going forward, but Waller and the Authority, which I'm really glad
I don't care about those two.
They're putting them on the back burner. That's what I'm saying.
You know what they really need to do, Joe?
This is a good
they
thing.
need to do a Blue Beetle, Booster Gold show.
Yeah, I understand that.
And they need to do the Justice League back in the 90s when it was hilarious.
Okay.
Like, it was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. We're just talking about what Gunn has presented already and what he's moving forward with and putting on the back burner. There's a lot of DC shit I'd love to see, man.
Yeah.
But the main thing is they can talk all this they want about it. We just need to see a good Superman movie this summer.
Oh,
that's the main
that's
thing.
all I want to
That's
see
the
is a good
linchpin
Superman movie.
right
Yeah.
there.
If that doesn't happen, then the rest of it doesn't.
Then
matter.
the rest
Yeah,
of it,
DC,
it's
it's done for if that
Right.
Superman movie doesn't want to go.
now
When does
these
the
next
Superman
two.
movie come out again?
It
Sorry?
comes out July.
Oh, there's no
11th.
fucking way that fails. It would. God, how can that fail in the middle of summer?
Yeah.
You can't set that movie up any better. There's nothing else coming around it that's like it. I don't know how that movie could possibly not make
It's
$1 billion.
July 11th. It comes out 2 weeks before the Fantastic Four.
Right after 4th of July. I mean,
Yep.
God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
it's
I
gonna
agree
be
with
big.
Vince.
It's gonna
I
be
agree
big.
with Vince right there. I'm so sick of Amanda Waller. Take
Yeah,
her
well,
out of shit.
they have put. That's what I'm saying. I thought you guys would appreciate the fact that both the Authority and the Waller show have been pushed back.
Yeah,
They're
I don't
not-
want any of
they're
that
not-
crap.
yeah.
Because the Authority is shit.
Mhm.
And Amanda
It's
Waller
surprising
is
about
shit.
the Authority because that was like his personal passion project was the Authority.
Yeah, and well, that tells me that he's more worried about having this thing succeed because he's lopping off stuff that he digs,
Yeah.
thinking that maybe people don't want to see this.
No,
so
nobody
that's
wants
good.
to see
That's
that.
a good thing. Yeah. But yeah, look, I'm gonna I'm gonna say it again. I have not seen anything from James Gunn I haven't liked. Okay, so
And that.
I watched this Creature show, the animated thing, but I'm not into animation anyway. It's okay, but
It's yeah,
all
I
it is
agree
is
with that.
Suicide Squad all over again. With only this has got tits, ass, and blood in it. So
And they actually are doing lore to set up his universe in that
Yeah.
show too.
Mhm.
Peacemaker comes out in August. Peacemaker season 2.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I love that show. I love that show.
I've got to finish it. I haven't finished it yet. I started it and haven't finished it yet. But yeah, I've loved everything he's done. So I'm going to continue to trust him until he screws me over. And I hope it's not with the Superman movie because that would be the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
We got some news out of the Godzilla verse, man. A couple of actors added to John's favorite franchise.
Really? John likes that one?
Godzilla X Kong movie.
So I like him.
Delroy Lindo is joining Legendary's lineup in that one. And this fella right here, Jack O'Connell, is joining the cast for the next one. So
The question is Delroy Lindo going to offer sesame cake to someone?
Ah!
I don't get
That's
it.
funny.
but
You have to see the movie Congo.
yeah, you'd have to see
Yeah,
Congo.
that's-
I've seen
But
Congo, but I don't remember.
anyway, these two have been added to the. Now I don't know much about this kid right here. Do you guys know this guy?
Haven't heard of him.
Let's see.
So
I
don't
know the
recognize
other guy,
name, but
but let's check him out. See what he's known for. Let's see. The four things they've got: Unbroken, Startup,
haven't-
Eden Lake, and 71. I haven't seen.
I
any
haven't
of this
seen
stuff.
any one of
no,
those.
I haven't seen
four.
any of
No.
those.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Nope,
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Looks like a
That's-
complete unknown, man. I
Yeah,
haven't
he
seen
is.
any of this
Okay,
stuff.
cool.
That'll work.
I haven't seen any of that stuff. So
Yeah. Well, we'll see how he does. We will see how he does in the Godzilla X Kong universe. Have you heard anything about that production, man? What's going on with it?
Yeah, I saw that I saw the title somewhere. I'm trying to bring it back up.
Okay. Well, when you find it, let us know. I'm just going to give this a quick show real quick. that's the entirety of the Oscar nominees for this year.
Hey, was that idiot in there too that likes to cosplay?
Yeah, I'm sure she, he, or whatever is in the front row here somewhere. But I definitely see Ariana Grande and her girlfriend right here, dead center.
Yeah.
So
What did we watch live last year, Joe? Was it the Oscars? What did
I don't think.
What
No.
show did we watch? We watched an award show together. It was the one where
We did watch the Oscars,
Ryan
but we
Gosling.
didn't stream it. We just sat here.
No. We did a live reaction to it.
Yeah,
Did we? Was it the Oscars?
I remember.
I can't remember. It was
Discord.
whichever one Ryan Gosling did the Barbie and the they did the because we had the discussion where we think stuntmen should have awards too, and because I think they did a tribute to something like that.
I remember watching one of the awards.
I can't remember
Discord.
which award show it was.
It must have been. It must have been the Oscars. Then that's the only one I would have done. I don't remember streaming that last year.
It was we didn't actually no, we didn't stream it, but like I said, we were streaming our reaction to it. I think it is what it was. We were watching it on like Discord or something like that.
Yeah, we did it on Discord. That's it. Yeah, we did do it over there. Yep. Go ahead.
The working title is Age of Titans.
Age of Titans.
Age
That
of
sounds
Tights.
awesome.
Okay, Age of Tights. Got it. Cool.
This story right here blew me away today, guys. I can't believe this. And I'm kind of scared to wonder how they're going to do this. But Star Trek's William Shatner reveals he's been approached to reprise Captain Kirk. And I have a theory about how the character could return. You can go read that if you want to. But this guy's 93 years old.
Yeah,
and they're trying to get him to come back and play Kirk one more time.
He's not going to do it.
Now, no, he hasn't said he wouldn't. He just
No, actually, there was an interview, and it was like about a year ago, and they kept asking him when he returned. He goes, "I'm too old. I've done my duty."
Okay,
that's what he said.
And
That
I'm
was a year
telling you,
ago.
that was a year ago. These articles will tell you that he has been approached and is thinking about it.
He even said he's thinking about it on his Twitter, or his X.
I didn't see that recently. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway,
That's why we're informing you, Jed.
that's why. That's
See, at
why we
least
do the
I'm
pop culture
like-
update, so you can get updated on Mr. Shatner's attitude. But here's my thing. I do know that at one point they were going to do a fourth movie in the Pine, in the what they call the Kelvin timeline, okay, which is the movies with Christopher Pine as Kirk. Now, at one point they were trying to get Chris Hemsworth, who plays his dad, right, in the first one, right, the guy that plays Thor, Chris Hemsworth, is that his name?
Yeah.
And they were going to get all of these guys to be in it, and he may be playing an older version of the Chris Pine character. You know what I'm saying? He could be playing an older guy. They were going to make some kind of time thing out of it, and where he gets to meet his dad and himself in the future. So maybe that's what this is about. It's got to be that, or he's voicing an animated version of himself or something. That's got to be what it is. Because I can't see him doing a big.
Hey Joe,
big
for
part of a
some
movie,
reason the screen isn't showing up on YouTube, but I see it in StreamYards.
What?
I'm looking at the live stream right now. It wasn't showing up because everybody keeps saying the screen wasn't showing up.
Oh, okay.
It's showing up just fine.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, you liars.
Yeah, are you guys trolling or something?
No, I might have been talking about something and not put the screen up.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
That I do that a lot. I'm not gonna tell you that. Let's see. Yeah.
It looks amazing. I wish
It
you
looks
guys could see this.
You guys should really see this. And I'm sitting here like this. What's up? It's really cool. Yeah. But
he does that on game night too.
It's got to be. Watch the playback. Okay, I'll check it out, man. Yeah. Who knows? It could be some kind of glitch. I don't know. StreamYards has got this new thing called Scenes in it, and I haven't played with it yet, so that might be messing with it. But anyway, yeah, I can't believe this guy's going to come back and play Kirk again. That is absolutely just crazy to me. He's done enough, like Jed was just saying. I think he should keep that attitude.
Yeah.
But he's always been my favorite captain. So
Oh yeah, he's been my favorite
yeah,
captain too.
I'm an OG guy. I'm not a big fan of the other series.
So much so that I grabbed Robert Burnett and like brought him over just for Star Trek to talk about Star Trek
Yeah,
multiple
well, he's a
times.
big Trek fan.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So we've got Old Man Kirk coming back. We've got Amazon owning Bond. We got rumors of KK's demise. We got tons of stuff. But you know what? On the bright side, every afternoon we got Kelly Clarkson. And Knock wanted us to highlight her singing savvy today. She does a cover of a really great song. Hang on, I'm going to play you some of it. I can't play a lot of it, but Knock will let you know what's up with it here in a second. But check this out. She has got a gorgeous voice. This is Kelly Clarkson.
Awesome.
She's got a TV show where she'll do covers of songs, and this is one of my favorites I've ever heard. Here you go. Come around and talk it over. Now, if you don't recognize the song, guys, and you know I can't play much of this, that's why I'm breaking it up. This is by The Outfield. And I always thought that the lead singer of The Outfield had his balls chopped up at birth because he sounded like a woman anyway. You know what I mean? He had a really high-pitched voice. But check out this next part. So many things that I want to say. You know I like my girls a little bit older.
That wink, man.
Did you catch that?
That freaking wink. Oof.
Dude,
Oof.
Kelly Clarkson and
so good.
The other chick was the two best things that ever came out of American Island.
Yeah, that's what Knock was
Carrie
talking
Underwood.
about earlier.
Carrie Underwood and her, the two best things that ever came out of American Idol.
You guys can go check that out on TikTok. She does covers on her show, and that one is really good. It's an Outfield song. So, but yeah, she's like she likes her girls a little bit older and winks. Yeah, what did you say about that, Knock, when you first showed it? To me?
That's making women gay. Like they turn gay from that. Like it's like pre all the drama. That's like it was Ryan Reynolds for men level. Like
right. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
We'll go with Ryan Gosling. Let's go there now.
There you go.
We have to cancel Ryan Reynolds now. But
do we have to counsel him though?
I think we have to cancel him.
Look, everybody's spouse is a little bit crazy. Okay, they're a little bit crazy.
He seemed to put his share in. Apparently, I don't know.
Oh,
we'll find out. But.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to see about that. You better fix that, Joe, before you bring out Sydney. Well, let me tell you something. Since you said that, let's go ahead and check in on the girlfriend of the show, shall we, boys and girls?
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that,
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney?
See you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
All right, it's time to check on Miss Sweeney. And here's an article headline that gave a lot of people hope. Sydney Sweeney and fiance Jonathan Davino postpone wedding, fueling breakup rumors. This is horse dung. They have scheduling conflicts, and they're going to back up the wedding, is what I read in another article. But they love to tell you that in headlines, so everybody thinks they have a chance, right?
Yup.
But anyway, that one came up this week. That's in the rumor mill with her. And then, of course, she showed up on Instagram this week in a couple of places. Most of them, it's in France, okay? This one, she says, a quick stop in Berlin on her way to France with my Armani beauty family. Now, this is one of the many endorsements she does. And
okay, they say you can't see the screen again.
Can't see the screen again. That's weird. Yeah, I guarantee you this is something with...
If I had to guess, that last one was probably TikTok.
Really? Yeah.
From-
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
Yeah, I'm
see it.
looking at it.
That's weird. Okay. I'm going to refresh it and see what happens. I'll be back in a second.
So,
Oh.
how's everybody out there today? Don't forget to hit the like button for us, everybody, if you have lurkers. out there. Thank you for the lurkers.
I don't know why StreamYard feels like they have to screw me over, but you're making it very easy for me to leave you, boys and girls. Let me tell you, StreamYard.
Yep, it's up.
Is it up now? Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. This is from Instagram. It's like I said, the Armani red carpet in Germany, and this got some nice pictures in it, guys. It really does, and some video, you know. But mostly pictures. This is a red carpet shoot she did, and that was in Berlin. Now I believe the next one I got for you though is from France. I'm not quite sure, but Paris Hilton updates her famous Y2K dress for star-studded 44th birthday. This is at Paris Hilton's place, and she's got a bunch of pictures from it. Another article said that she's in a party mood. And it's all to do with her Instagram thread from Paris Hilton's 44th birthday party. She does not look like she's 44 years
Has
old.
Paris got work done, or is she just natural?
Dude, I don't know, but it's working.
That, but it's working for her.
She's looking good for 44.
I said that myself when we were in the back.
She bathes in the blood of virgin children.
Right? We don't know what the people with the money do. We really don't. But that's the video they were talking about in that other article.
Vince goes, Dreamweaver starts suddenly playing from somewhere.
Right? There's a lot of different girls here though. Look, that's Anna Taylor-Joy that's there. I think Cara Delevingne was at this thing too, and there's a big party for Paris Hilton. So all the girls got together for her, so they had a good time. Like I said, look at that. I mean, she's looking
she
good.
Looks like
boy.
she did in her 20s.
Yep, she does. Mm-hmm. And she's not so twig-like now either.
Yeah,
you know,
she's put some
got a
meat
little weight
on her.
on her.
She looks good.
She looks healthy.
Yeah,
she didn't look healthy at one point.
Not like that one point where she was skin and bones, and I was like, "Girl, you need a sandwich."
Yep. So that's it for the Sweeney spot this week, guys. That's what we got.
The young lady you don't want to check out right now is Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh,
really?
What's wrong with her? She looks good.
Ariana Grande looks worse, bro.
Ariana Grande is just
she's just bone.
I was a fan of her, but man, wow, what the hell, man? Yeah. Vince says there she is. Yeah, we can't have that going on, man. That's not working. Dreamweaver. Yeah, I heard you say that. Okay. Plastic takes time to recompose. Real. Oh man. Okay. So, boys and girls, we have got a bunch of March movies coming out this month. A lot more than I thought. So we need to get to it. Now, we know that Last Breath comes out this week, but we covered that in the February show. So I'm not going to go back over all of the stuff that's coming out this weekend. But the only thing that's really coming out that anybody would want to see is Last Breath. So let's get into what's coming out in March. Let me get this where you guys can read it without me having to help too much here. Yeah, that looks good right there. If I can get the AT&T thing out of there. There we go. All right, so let's start with March 7th. That'll be next Friday. Mickey 17 is coming out. That one right there. Didn't we watch the trailer on this show? I think.
Hey, Joe, you're live and it's not showing again.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Who did you piss off, Joe?
Yeah.
I don't know who I pissed off.
Damn, I thought I wouldn't be the one that I pissed off.
Hang on, let me take a look at this.
Joe.
I'm going to close. I've got OBS open over here, so maybe that's conflicting with it. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and put it up over here on my other screen so I can monitor it. Okay, so when I do this, hang on, make sure it's on there. Okay, when I do that, it should go on the screen over here. Let's see what it does. A little bit of delay on my end, and there's nothing there.
Nope.
And we can see it here in studio just fine.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, StreamYard. You're going to make it real easy for me to not do business with you in the future. Really. You got to be kidding me, man.
A lot of people are moving away from StreamYard.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I'm still with them is because I paid for a year. So,
Yeah.
you know. Let me see. I don't want to.
Oh, so they already got your money, so you know.
Yeah, they already got my money, so they can screw me over all they want. Let's see if this helps. If this helps at all.
I was looking into OBS last night, and there's ways you can do that. Use that.
Yeah, I'm
there.
it
There
now.
it went. There it went. Okay.
Okay. There.
Yeah,
It
it has to do with their new scene thing. I'm telling you. I'll show you guys after the show. They have a new feature called Scenes. It's in beta, and apparently it's fucking up all their shit. Apparently. Let's see. Have you picked a replacement yet? No, I have not. I'm going to lean on my fellow YouTubers that use something else. I know that Comics Division then moved away from StreamYards a while ago, and they've got one that they use. And I know if Comics is getting something that's going to be cheaper, that's for sure. So, anyway, and it looks good. They actually have the chat up, and there's their stuff too. You can actually put the chat up where people can see it. So, I like that.
I think Culture uses one where you can put the chat up too.
Yeah. But anyway, Mickey 17. This one, if you, I'm pretty sure we watched the trailer on this one, but
this looks very interesting.
Known as an expendable, goes on a dangerous journey to colonize an ice planet. These expendables are supposed to save the universe for everybody. The latest trailer, though, man, it looks really wild. Now, this is a South Korean director, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Bong Joon-ho?
Yep.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Bong Joon-ho, yep.
What's he done in the past? He did Parasite, right?
That
won
Parasite,
Best Picture
The
when it
Host.
came out.
What else he do? I'm drawing a blank now.
Yeah. But anyway, this it looks like it's good for a laugh. But that's for sure. It looks like it's going to have some funny moments in it. Did I see Bill Murray in the cast? I think he's in here. I'm not sure. But I think I saw him in here somewhere. Somebody.
He just shows up and
he just shows up out of nowhere.
He's playing himself. He just shows up thinking.
Now isn't that Glenn from The Walking Dead there, Steve?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see who else we got here. Anybody we know? No.
Stephen Young is in there.
Mark Ruffalo. That may be who I was thinking of.
Dude, he's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just a cameo. Yeah. But anyway, this looks kind of strange.
Twilight Batman is in there too.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson, I don't mind him.
No, he's good.
I don't care for the Twilight movies, but I dug him in Batman. I'm actually looking forward to the next Batman with him in it.
He's never going to be able to live down the Twilight movies. That's for
sure.
No.
Unfortunately, that's the price you paid.
Yep.
He's actually outgrown the Twilight movies to me now after watching like The Lighthouse and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. He's a good actor. I don't know if you guys liked Nolan's one that came out during COVID, but I dug Tenet, and he was good in that movie. You know, I thought it was great. But anyway, let's see what else we got on the 7th.
Novocaine. Oh wait,
I'm going to go ahead and keep this up so we don't lose it again. Queen of the Ring is the next one on the list. Now, you guys know I dig wrestling, and this is part of wrestling history.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely.
No way.
I do. Stop it.
Don't say.
This is actually about one of the most famous early female wrestlers. And the whole reason why I'm interested in this is not just the subject matter. I was in love with this chick on Arrow.
Yeah.
I think it's Emily Britt.
Very early on. She was.
She's a smoke show.
They toned her down near the end of it because.
But Felicity Smoke at the beginning, especially in the flashbacks where she was a goth chick. Oh my god!
Oh, she was smoking, but as the series went on, she got worse.
But man, when she put that red dress on, oh my god!
Yeah.
Yikes! But anyway, that's who's in this one. Josh Lucas, who, by the way, in Yellowstone played the young John Dutton in the flashbacks of that show. Pretty cool actor. I like him. And it's got some others. Our boy from Fallout, Walton Goggins, is in it,
Yeah.
and so it's got.
Yeah, I
He
can't wait
plays
for
a
Fallout.
good. He
Yeah.
plays a good bad guy in a lot
he
of
does.
things.
He does.
I think the first time I saw him was got to be Prison Escape,
Yeah.
where he plays one of the inmates. No, was that him? No, I think
You
I'm
mean
thinking
Prison
of
Break,
somebody. I'm sorry.
the television
Prison
series?
Break. I'm thinking of somebody else. No.
Okay.
Oh, Justified. I'm sorry. I was thinking Justified.
Justified. Yeah.
Is where I
knew
saw
he
him.
was on that show.
Yeah, I was thinking of a different person for the other one, but no, Justified is what I was thinking of.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this
So
has got,
I'm looking forward to this one. What's that, John? I'm sorry.
I think is that an Eastwood daughter that's playing Mae Young?
Is Mae Young portrayed in here?
Yep.
Oh my God, really? Because Mae Young is, she's another.
She would have been
famous
just
female-
started with when Mildred Burke was towards the end of her career.
Francesca Eastwood. She might be related. Let's see. Let's check this out. Let's be thorough. Let's check it out.
I mean, directed by Clint Eastwood. So
He was in Juror Number 2, which I saw and is really good, guys. I give that a high. I give that one high praise. Accomplished. I don't think it says here who her parents are.
to Wikipedia.
To Wikipedia. Hang on. Let's look at the whole thing here. Yeah, Wikipedia. will tell
Family.
us real quick.
Wait, Joe, go back. There was family.
Okay, I'm sorry. Family. Here we go.
Parents. Clint Eastwood. There you go.
There you go. Diana Eastwood and Clint
Hey.
Eastwood. There you go.
Nepotism. No, I'm kidding.
There it is. Boom. She's part of the pack.
We've
boys and
exposed
girls.
it. We have detected her career.
We have found out why
Exposed.
she's in the movie.
Live, folks. You don't get this everywhere, folks. We just discovered this by ourselves on this very show.
His
You're
son
welcome.
is a decent actor too. He's been in some.
Yeah, I like Scott Eastwood.
Yeah, I do too. Not as famous as his dad, but he's a decent character actor. He's good.
I feel like if you have his son, he has to say somewhere, do you feel lucky, punk, in some
Do you feel
variation,
lucky, punk, or something like that?
I feel like that's got to be in any movie, that his son is in.
Yep. But anyway, this one I might go see. I might go see that one. I'm not sure, but I might. And now another one that John hipped me to. I didn't know about this one until
Mila.
John told me about it.
Dave.
Here we go with Dave.
This
Bautista
looks
and
like a
Mia
Netflix
Jovovich.
special. This looks like Netflix right here. This.
Well, here's the thing. She's made a career starting with the Resident Evil movies of starring in movies that her husband directs. That Paul W.S. Anderson is her husband, and he directed her in all the Resident Evil movies. Directed her in what's the video game tie-in one? Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
he did that one too,
Yeah.
and which I still haven't seen yet. I've got to sit down and watch that movie because I'm a big
I
fan
love
of
how
Mila.
George R.R. Martin
yeah. I was
still...
gonna say, look at who has the writing credit.
Yeah, George R.R. Martin that won't put out his fucking book.
You're kidding me! Wow, you won't. finish his
I'm
book.
sure all he did was just come up with the names. That's what he did with Elden Ring. He just made up the names, and that
I'm
was it.
telling you, that dude has the Winds of Winter sitting right next to him on the desk, and
But it
he's
said-
waiting till he dies.
Okay. It says a queen sends the powerful and feared sorceress Grey Alice to the ghostly wilderness of the Lost Lands in search of a magical power where the sorceress and her guide, the drifter Boyce, must outwit and outfight man and demon. Wow. Okay. Sounds pretty cool, man. Looks like it's post-apocalyptic stuff, which I know Knock digs, so he might be interested in that one. Who the hell knows, man? But yeah, Mia Jovovich, and I got to say, Dave Bautista's crazy, but I've liked a lot of the stuff he's been in, so okay, so we got those three on the 7th. Now on the 14th, we got three more coming out. Of course, we watched the trailer for this one not too long ago. It's an animated feature, a PG version of the Looney Tunes. It's called The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Porky Pig and Daffy Duck are Earth's only hope when facing the threat of an alien invasion. Oh, well, then Marvin the Martian's got to be in this, right?
Yeah, he's got to be in it.
He's got to be in it.
Apparently, well, no, apparently to it. It was actually streaming in Italy
Okay.
because I've already got a copy of it.
Really? Have you seen it?
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, no, but I've got it.
And I heard they cut this really cool scene with Wile E. Coyote in it out too.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't see Marvin the Martian in there, so
I want to see this because it looks like they're trying to go back to the 90s kind of Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
80s, 90s Looney Tunes.
Hello, nurse.
Yeah. So.
Well, we'll see on the 14th.
So this one went on my radar. Yeah.
I just I don't know if parents need to be taking their kids to that movie. They may be upset.
Somebody that saw it described it to me as Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Really?
Kind of like that. And I was like, wow. He's like, yeah.
So there's going to be live action aspects of it too?
Yeah.
When I scanned through it, I saw no live action aspects.
Oh, okay.
That's what somebody told me when they saw it. So
we'll see. We'll see. Black Bag is the next one to talk about here. I brought this one up just because of the cast. It looks like it's got a really good cast. When intelligence agent Catherine Woodhouse is suspected of betraying the nation, her husband, also a legendary agent, faces the ultimate test of whether to be loyal to his marriage or his country. It's called Black Bag. Steven Soderbergh's he's a good director. This is the guy. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Sicario, but I'm pretty sure he did that one, didn't he, John?
I think so.
And man, good stuff. This guy does really good stuff. Anyway, it's spy stuff, so I'm already interested. We got Michael Fassbender, Kate Blanchett. I think I saw Pierce Brosnan, my favorite James Bond's in here too. Yeah, I mean, Naomi Harris is in it. Yeah, this looks like a really good cast. Looks like it might be right up my alley because I like a lot of spy stories. So, and I'm a big Mike. You look. Ever since I saw X-Men First Class, Michael Fassbender is one of my favorite actors because I thought he made a great young Magneto.
The second best Magneto.
What's that?
The second best Magneto.
Yeah, he's never going to be as good as Ian McKellen, no doubt. But I mean, to play the younger version of him, yeah, I thought he was badass, man. My favorite scene with Magneto in it in any one of these movies is when he's down in South America at that pub. Questioning those two, those guys in the friggin' bar, and that movie is, or excuse me, that scene in First Class is just brutal. he really gets his pound of flesh out of those dudes, man. It's great. But anyway, Black Bag comes out on the 14th, and then the third one, a lot of people are hyped for this one. This looks like Mr. Nobody with a little kick-ass thrown in. It's called Novocaine.
I want to see this.
Yeah, it's called Novocaine. This guy, much like Kick-Ass, can't feel anything because of some injury he's had or some shit. And, well, let's see what it says. When the girl of his dreams is kidnapped, a man incapable of feeling physical pain turns his rare condition into an unexpected advantage in the fight to rescue her. Now, this is the guy from The Boys. I can't remember this actor's name.
Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid, that's his name? Okay. We got Jack Quaid. Looks like a lot of people I don't know, except for Matt Walsh. I know who he is, but the rest of them I don't know. You guys have you seen any of these dudes before?
I've seen Ray Nicholson in some stuff, Amber McThunber, Matt Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
They've been in some comedies and dramas and stuff. So.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it looked like to me. It looks like
action movies.
And really, it looks like he's playing the same character he plays on The Boys from the trailer.
That's
what I mean?
I said the same thing when I first saw the trailer. I was like, he looks like he's playing his character from The Boys.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
That's what it
just
looks
got
like.
superpowers now. Like to a
No, he
point.
doesn't have superpowers. That's the point.
Well,
He
that's
just
his
can't feel anything.
superpower.
Yeah.
His superpowers is he can't feel anything. Basically, that's his superpower.
This poster cracks me up though because it shows you all these different injuries and how he got them and stuff. It's crazy, man. But anyway, Novocaine is on the 14th. Let's see what's on the 17th. Nah, these are smaller
Yeah, that
stuff.
month,
Hans Zimmer
it's-
and Friends, Diamond in the Desert. That must be some kind of music thing. The 21st, we're gonna find out just
Oh man, I
how
forgot
bad
about
this
that.
movie's gonna be.
Wait, Joe, have you seen they tried the new thing that Disney put out? They tried to put the original cartoon in and say, hey, it's just like the cartoon.
It's not
And
just
I'm
like the
like-
cartoon. We already know this. Just from watching the trailers, we already know it is.
It's not like the cartoon, guys. Like anybody that's out there that has it's no. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. First of all, I'm not a fan of these live action remakes.
Oh,
of the
I
animated
think they're
classics.
terrible.
But how do I say this? The Wicked Witch is prettier than friggin' Snow White. Okay, I just can't get past my whole suspension of disbelief is gone at that point.
Well, here's the thing: if you would go into the comments section, everybody's rooting for the queen now.
The killer, right? Yeah. But it's the live action version of the 1937 classic. Let's take a look at the extended cast.
Yeah,
here.
and this one, she
like-
looks in the mirror and she is the fairest one of them all.
She is the fairest one of all.
Yeah,
and it does the Star Wars ending, the
Right.
George Lucas ending. Oh, okay, all right, movie over. Yeah.
We're done. Credits. The movie is 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, okay. I am the fairest.
Follow
Okay,
us
cool.
on this.
No
Yeah.
drama needed.
These actors, I have no idea who these people are.
DEI Central, the
None of them.
Huntsman.
Don't know who any of these folks are. Do not
Yeah.
know. But hey, we know who the biggest brat in Hollywood is. It's that chick right there. And
Yeah.
poor Gal Gadot. Life after friggin' Wonder Woman has not
Dude,
treated her well.
yeah, she's just like
She's still gorgeous. Don't get me wrong.
This
It's
is
just
a passion project.
I'm like,
That's
no.
all they do now. That's how they phrase
No.
it. This
She's
is a
like-
passion project.
I think
No,
she
she's
made
like,
a
no.
Netflix movie that I tried to watch, but I only got 15 minutes into it before I turned it off. It was just,
Yeah.
it was dumb. It was some kind of, because I like spy stories, and it was something like
I
that.
couldn't get into that one with was it Ryan Reynolds and The Rock and her, and I just didn't care for it.
Red,
I haven't seen it.
Not Red.
Read something. It's a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, this one comes our way on the 21st, and boy, it's going to be interesting to see how many people go see that. Also, we have here's another guy that you can't listen to outside of the movies, but he can be really good in a gangster movie, and that's what he's doing here in
going
March.
back to his
with
roots finally.
Alto Knights. Vito Genovese, I guess, and Frank Costello, a pair of Italian Americans who were rivals for control of a major crime family in the mid 20th century. Genovese attempted to assassinate Costello in 1957, although Costello retired from the mob. Okay. So, and Barry
Deborah
Levinson that's a famous director that's doing this. I didn't even know that guy was still alive. Barry Levinson.
I did.
So you guys, I want to put a question to y'all because I know this is going to blow Jed's mind up. Could they do a Godfather remake?
No.
No, dude. Why
That's
would
one of
you?
those
Not
ones-
should they? Not should they?
Could they? Of course they can. Of course they can. But,
But it would bomb.
nobody would go watch it. It'd be like
Yeah,
going to
nobody
see
would
Snow
buy it,
White.
bomb.
Yeah. No.
That's like remaking the first Star Wars movie. No,
Yeah.
don't do it.
And that's what they're going to try and do eventually. You know that.
Yeah.
They're going to try and do that eventually. And
they've been trying
the
to
Godmother.
right, the Godmother. There you
Yeah.
go. I don't.
No.
You know, the first one is so good. And
Yeah,
it's a
is.
classic. It's considered by many to be one of the greatest movies ever made.
Just when I thought I was out, they
No, that's from the third one. That is from the third one.
Yeah.
And
I put them all together.
populated.
When I watched them for the first time, I watched them all together. So
Did you?
They kind of blend for me.
The best one is the second one.
Second one, yeah.
The second one, that's one of the rare occurrences. Well, many argue that Star Wars is the same kind of thing. Where the sequel is better than the original.
Star Trek Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, Star Trek Wrath of Khan's another one.
The second
but it's a rare
X-Men
occurrence.
movie?
It's a rare occurrence. Okay,
Yeah, the
look at the
second
Matrix.
X-Men movie?
Look at the Matrix. Okay, yeah, you're right. X2 is much better than the first one.
Yeah.
But like, look at the Matrix. The
bombed.
drop off was drastic from
Yeah.
show to show. But and that's the way most of these franchises go.
Yeah.
But that one,
Terminator 2 is better than Terminator 1.
Terminator 2 is better.
Bring it on 2.
Rambo's better than First Blood.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Yep.
what
No.
said, but
No, I can't believe you just said that, John.
What?
Rambo's
John trolling now.
better than First Blood? Have you your mind?
John trolling now.
Yeah, you just made me choke. Oh my god. But anyway, De Niro can be good in a gangster movie, so that might be pretty good. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for streaming for this, but I'm gonna be interested to watch it, see how he does. He's getting up there in age, though. I'm sure if you saw The Irishman, they de-aged him in that, so they may be doing the same thing with this.
Now there is a movie.
I tried his new political show that he did. I think it was Robert De Niro. Didn't he have like a new political where he's like the ex-president?
Zero Day.
Zero Day. Yeah, I started watching
10
that.
minutes into it, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever. But
yeah, let's see.
I want to see this movie right here. You're about to click on.
Okay, hang on. De Niro is one of the actors whose TDS is strong. It ruins his movies. It doesn't ruin the movies for me. I can separate it. I really can. For me, at least. I hear you, Vince. Some people can't separate it. I can. I will watch The Godfather at least once a year for the rest of my life. I love that movie. It's fantastic. And the second one where he plays the young Vito Corleone. The next one is
This
Death
looks
of the Unicorn.
hilarious.
This is, I brought this one up because Paul Rudd. That's why.
I
saw Paul Rudd was in the cast, man.
Yeah.
Death of the Unicorn. They're going to make a killing. Now check this out. Tell me this isn't of today's culture. Father and daughter duo Elliot and Ridley hit a unicorn with their car and bring it to the wilderness retreat of a mega wealthy pharmaceutical CEO.
Yeah. This
If
sounds
you see
like
the trailer
real life.
for this. It looks
Right.
like they're going to try and experiment
Well,
on the
have
unicorn.
you seen the trailer? Have you seen
I've
the
seen
trailer?
it. Yes, I have.
It's funny.
But it looks
like-
funny. It does.
Gina
Yeah.
Ortega. Okay.
Dude, you
Yeah,
got
Jenna
Richard
Ortega,
E. Grant in
Paul
it
Rudd,
too.
Tia
Like,
Leone. If you've
Yeah.
never seen this girl in a movie, she is hot as hell. I love
Dude.
this chick. Will
this movie is going to
Poulter's
be
in it?
like Jessica Haynes.
Richard
is
E.
in it.
Grant. It's got a good cast, man.
Yeah, it's got a really good cast.
It really does. And it looks like it's going to be funny. It looks like a dark comedy about how the pharmaceutical industry will turn anything into a profit, right?
That
So-
part right there, he's like, I thought unicorns weren't alive. And she goes, well, now they are. She's like, I don't believe this. Like,
Yeah. So that's why I decided to highlight this one because Paul Rudd. That's why.
Yeah,
'Cause I will watch
Under
anything
2
with Paul
hours.
Rudd in
It's
it.
got something good going for it.
There you go, man. It's 15 minutes under 2 hours, man. Let's see. Vince says I can ignore other people's TDS. Nathan Fillion, for example, but De Niro is TDS all the time. As soon as he opens his mouth, yes, he is.
well, so he's like Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
So,
Well, more Mark Ruffalo, really. Mark
okay.
Ruffalo is really the worst, man. He really is. But anyway, Death
Still
of the
hasn't moved
Unicorn
out of the
comes
country.
28th.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love how these
Right?
people said they're going to move out of the country. But
Yeah,
they did.
yeah. I love how none of them have left yet. Are they waiting
Yeah.
for us to pack their bags? Because you know what I got to tell them, man. Let me see.
Yeah.
Do I have that clip on this one? I don't know if I've got that clip on this one. Let me look real quick and see if I've got it. Yeah, I do. You know what I'm going to tell them when they want to leave the country?
Let me help you back.
Anyway, we may have the best of the month for last. On the 28th.
Now,
Oh my god! And let me guess,
Man.
he's retired.
You know he's retired, bro.
He doesn't
He's a
want to do it
retired
anymore.
construction guy. He's a good dad, you know.
Let me see. Oh, look at the description. He left his profession behind. He's just a good old boy. He's Punisher, right? He just wants to work construction, and but then he gets bullied, and
This is
when a local girl vanishes, he's asked to return to his skills that made him.
I want to watch this now.
Oh my goodness! Talk about being typecast. I mean,
well, all his movies are the same. I wouldn't be surprised if he produces them.
Oh, Sylvester Stallone as a writer. Okay,
yes,
all right. Well,
Chuck Dixon is a writer.
Come
Chuck
on,
Dixon.
This is based on a series of books written by the legendary Chuck Dixon.
There you go. Who is a really good writer? He is.
Yeah, dude.
More known for comic books,
but go figure. It's Jason Statham, so you know.
Yeah. He has
one person army action. Okay, that I've never seen that as a descriptor, but that fits it perfectly. Like that's him. Look at one person army action. I like that. I like that tag. I've never seen that one.
There you go, man. The Working Man comes your way on the 28th. With my boy Jason Statham, who I love. I love him.
Dude, it's got
Jason Fleming is a great bad guy. He is fantastic. This guy's very underrated.
I haven't seen Michael Pena as anything in a while.
Yep, and there he is, man.
David Harbour.
So
David Harbour's in it.
Yeah, David Harbour.
Yep, we got some good people in it, dude. It's gonna be good. Look, I love The Beekeeper. It wasn't the greatest movie in the world, but I loved every bit of it because Jason Statham, dude.
I forget what's the I can't remember what the movie is called. It's the one I really liked with I forget her name, but I really liked her too. It's the one where he has to keep doing the some drug. Is that Crank? Yeah, Crank is so good. Who's the actress that is in there? I have a huge crush on her. She was also in Pitch Perfect as one of the the announcers chick. Her name is at the tip of my tongue, but I can't. Amy Smart. Amy Smart, I have a huge crush on.
Yeah.
Anything I see her in, and she was showing some skin in that movie. So.
And Crank, yeah, he bangs her right there in the street.
You're right. Yeah, to keep his adrenaline up. Yeah.
Yeah, he bangs her right in the street.
Yeah, that was so good.
This movie is off the chain.
That's probably my most memorable movie of his, where it's just like off the wall, crazy. Amy Smart, though, I really like her.
Yeah, she's cute, man. But,
Dwight Yoakam's in it. I've never seen this one. So.
You've never seen Crank?
I don't know about the sequels. I don't think I ever watched the sequels, but the first one. I've never seen this. The first one is really good. He has to keep taking.
The whole thing is he has to keep his adrenaline up. He has to keep his heart rate up, or he'll die. Yeah,
it's an hour and a half. Like it's a solid movie.
Absolutely crazy shit. Like I said, he literally bends this girl over a fucking meter. The parking meter.
Yeah, Jed, I would highly recommend this one.
Right in the middle of the street, in the middle of the day, with people walking around and everything. Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. This show is crazy.
And this is 2006, so she's in her prime.
Dude, this was 2006 was a wild year for me, so that's probably the reason why I didn't see it.
I was in high school. That was my senior year in high school when that movie came out. So.
Yeah,
I was already out of high school, and I was working in I was doing working in a comic book store and a bar at the same time.
Wow. Working man meets up with cleaner and the beekeeper to get the accountant to protect the client.
I was just fixing to read it.
Vince, you're awesome.
I still got to watch The Accountant. I think I'm going to watch that this weekend.
Dude, you got to.
That's definitely one that's been on my
list. We're
list.
definitely covering the sequel. We're reviewing that one.
Yeah, I plan to go. Well, that's why I wanted to do it, because I want to go see that one in theaters. So
yeah,
because the trailer.
John Barenthal, dude, he's in it too. Yeah, Shane from The Walking Dead, he's in it too. He's in both of them. It's good stuff.
Oh yeah, he's got that role locked down tight.
Oh yeah, for sure. John, let's see. Michael Pena starts to look like John Travolta, the profile pic at least. Yeah, I hear you.
I've been watching the Pacific, and I didn't realize John was in that one too.
Yeah, but yeah, if you haven't seen Crank, that's your kind of movie, Jed. Trust me.
I think you'd really like that.
Off the wall craziness in that flick right there, bro. Yeah.
I don't know, but there was a sequel. There was a sequel, High Voltage.
There was a sequel to it.
I think I may have watched it one time because the hype from the first one, but I can't remember. I can't remember much about it. Transporter was pretty good too.
Look at the poster for this thing. High Voltage, the second one.
Yeah, I can't remember if I saw this one. I might have to go back and watch them but I don't remember the second one. He was dead, but he got better. That's good. something
I mean,
kickstarted his heart,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Now I have to tell you, I'm not a big. I don't watch this one very often because it's an assault on the senses. This movie is. It's almost like watching. It's
But
almost
look,
like
one
watching,
person army action.
right? A one person army action. What was the name of that movie where they did it from first person shooter angle? The whole movie is shot that way.
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry. That's
Hardcore,
exactly what this
yeah.
movie comes off
I
like.
don't know if I ever watched
And-
that movie. But...
Oh, dude.
Dude, that's
crazy.
intense.
That is an intense movie. That's
They
what I'm
have
saying.
Queen
Yeah.
at one part where they're just they have some of the best music in hardcore.
Well, of course, it's even crazier. They have to
Of
up
course,
what they did in the
they have
first
to
one.
they have to up the voltage, don't they?
Yeah,
on,
right.
You know, I mean, shit. But anyway,
They're probably like, if you're like, if before he had to keep his heart rate, they're like, but this time you have to keep it above this one, you know. So
right?
it's like
You have to keep
this
it at
this
space.
number specifically, and that's higher than you had to before. So
Craziness. But anyway, Working Man, the Formula movie he's doing is coming out on the 28th of March. So look forward to that. And then after that, we'll be getting into April, which the first weekend of that doesn't it's the Minecraft movie. So
Oh, that's gonna bomb.
yeah, it is good. I don't know that it's going to bomb. I think it's going to make money. But,
it's not gonna do as well as they think they're gonna do.
but my question to you guys is this: any of these you feel like going to see in the theater?
I'll wait till they get. I'm not gonna go. I'll
I
wait.
think the only thing that really has my interest is because I like the actor, maybe Novocaine.
Novocaine? Okay.
Hey,
See,
what's that fuck, marry, kill thing right there? That's
let's
a
take a look.
comedy.
We got time. Let's take a look. It says, as a serial killer targets women on dating apps, a true crime junkie must figure out which of her 3 dates is a F boy.
Fuck boy.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Marriage material or is trying to kill her. Okay.
That sounds kind of interesting.
Sounds like a dark comedy.
Not at all. But okay,
Yeah,
sure. You
no,
go ahead, Jed.
Oh, wait a
you let
minute,
us
wait a
know.
minute. F, Mary, kill. I get
Yeah.
it now. Yeah, this comes up about.
It's the
all
game,
time.
yeah. It's,
I love silly fucking comedies. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, sounds like it's up your alley, man.
I'm sure it'll be
the
just
only-
as funny as the all-female cast of Ghostbuster.
Yeah,
That wasn't
right.
funny, dude. That was
So-
disrespectful.
I think if I'm going to spend my money to go to the movies, I could
Guess
do
who
it
the
for King of
movie-
the Ring. I could do it for actually, I think I'd do this first in the Lost Land. I think I'd go see that in the theater.
That still sounds like a Netflix movie to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be, but
That Mickey 17 doesn't look too bad either.
yeah, and the only other one really that I want to see in the theater is Working Man. I'd love to see Working Man in the theater, man. Yeah, I'm a Jason Statham fan. I dig him. I think he's cool.
I would go see the Snow White one just to report it back to you guys, but I think it'd be a little weird for me to go.
Bro, why would you put yourself
Don't.
through that fucking torture,
Don't.
dude?
Matter of fact, I forbid anybody on this panel to go see those movies. That movie. No, I'm
Joe knows I'm not gonna go fucking see that
no,
shit.
I'm not. I'm not
No,
seeing it either.
I like seeing train crashes.
A good train crash is cool. I get
Bro,
it.
you're paying money to go see a train crash. Okay?
Will I be entertained? I think that's kind of the point of going to see a movie. You know, I think it'll be highly entertaining.
You know who talks about that all the time is Moist Critical Charlie. He's got like, you know what his favorite movie to watch is? He said it several times. He said it's so bad it's good. What's the Halle Berry disaster movie where the moon's hollow in it and Moon Crash or something like that? What's it called?
I've never.
Do you know the one I'm talking
no.
about, John?
I don't know, John. Do you
Yeah,
know?
disaster movie, John. Come on, this is your wheelhouse.
Yeah, John.
Don't remember what. I think it's.
Moon
Wow,
Crash
we've
is-
stumped John. You actually stumped John, guys. This is an
know.
historic.
It's Moon. It's Moon
We
Crash.
found out
Moon
who
Crash?
Clint Eastwood's
No,
daughter
Moon Crash
is.
is where a chunk of it falls out. What's the
Hang on, I'm gonna find it.
Moon Crash is where the moon actually falls on the planet.
Moonfall? Is that the name of it?
Moonfall. That's it.
Moonfall 2022. Yeah, here it is. Let's see if I can. Let's see if this is going to show.
Let me
Let's
go
see if
look.
it's going to show. Hang on, and let's see if I can actually make it work right. Hang on. Let's see.
It's showing,
Yeah,
Joe.
it's there. It's
It's
there.
there.
Okay.
It's there.
I've got it over here. I'm keeping it up so I can monitor it.
Hey,
Yeah,
is it
he
on
says he
Tubi?
loves this movie with Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry in it because it's so bad.
Is it on Tubi? Go down. Go
Ah,
down.
let's see.
Oh,
We
it's
got
on TBS
TBS
and Roku.
and Roku. Yeah,
Well,
so you can watch it for nothing, man. It's it came out a few years ago, about 3 years ago, and it's a disaster movie, and it's about the moon crashing into the earth or something like that. Not sure exactly what it's about, but
if you go down, we could see what it's about.
right
Okay.
there, mysterious force.
Wait! The same homies that
you
did
need to know more.
Yes,
Independence
it's Roland
Day?
Emmerich. Yeah.
Oh my
The guy that
goodness.
loves destroying the earth. Yeah, he just found a new way to do it. Yeah. But he's made better ones than this. I love The Day After Tomorrow. I think that was
I'm
great.
gonna say
That's a pretty
this.
good one. That's the
I-
Dennis
look
Quaid.
Look at what Vince
Uh-huh.
said. I'm gonna say, look what Vince just said right there.
Okay, Disparu is meanwhile crazy enough that I'll guess he's going to watch Snow White. Yes, of course he is. Now, those guys, they go see it just to tell us how bad it is.
Well,
That's why they
I
do it.
think some of our friends are into self-torture and shit sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
self-torture porn, right? Ew, what the hell, man?
they get off on that shit.
Martin, thanks for being here. He said his planet needs him. So
Bye, Martin.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. If you want to see something absolutely silly, yeah, check this movie out. From what I understand, I haven't seen it, but I do want to see it because I'm in love with Halle Berry on a level that I can't explain here in public. But anyway, so anything else you want to talk about with the slate we have next month? This is almost the beginning of the summer movie season. Not quite yet. I think we'll get the summer movies starting at the end of April and into May. I think that's when Thunderbolts is coming out. Is at the end of April. I think we got some other stuff coming out though in April. We should be having. Has Born Again started yet? It must be starting soon because I've been seeing D'Onofrio and what's his name everywhere.
March 4th.
March 4th? Okay. So it's the first week of March. I've already, if you guys want to start talking about Reacher, I've already watched the first 3 episodes of that. 1923 is back. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Let's see. Oh my gosh, check her out. Cuddling the Kitty, as well as it was his gotcha day. I adopted him 2 years ago. Very cool. But anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about with the March movies? Like I said, there's only a couple of them that I'd want to see. Jason Statham and Mia Jovovich being the two at the top of the list. So,
by the way, the what's his name? How do you say his last name from The Arrow? Stephen
Amell.
Amell.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the trailer for his new Suits LA, and I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, he's been doing.
He tries to act like the other guy in the original Suits. And,
you can't do that. Yeah. You got to do your own character.
You got to do your own thing. Yeah, he tried way too hard. It just looked like a Harvey Specter Timu version, kind of.
Yeah. Well, hey man, they can't reproduce greatness with everything, Of course, I haven't watched any of his series since he left Arrow. I mean, he was doing one that I probably would have gotten into. It's a wrestling show called Heels, but it was on a service that I didn't have, so I think it was on Stars, wasn't it? Heels was.
Yeah,
and that's one of the few that I don't have, so I didn't see it. But yeah, I dig Stephen Amell though. He's pretty good. He's definitely cool. But anyway, okay. So, boys and girls, it is time for us to get out of here. I hope you had a good time. John, you got anything you want to plug before you get out of here, buddy? No?
You're gonna plug my show, so
yeah, for sure. And don't forget about his store on Amazon. Go check out John.
You're gonna plug The Archivist for me, so
yeah, I got that.
He's got me and John, so
yeah, Jed. We're talking about John right now, though. Okay, so go check out his book on Amazon, and he needs to get my novella mug up so I can get one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do
he
that.
does. Yeah. John and I are having problems with artwork right now. We got to get on the same page with this stuff. But anyway, go check out his store on Amazon and check out his book. Vince is putting all the links in there for you, so you guys go check them out. Also, Jed wants to plug his Archivist channel. Let's see if it's going to show on the screen real quick. Let's see if it's going to be on there.
Yeah, I see it.
And boom, it's there. Tell them what's up with it, dude.
Okay, so this is where I talk all about the good stuff in pop culture, not the crap. Star Trek, classic Star Wars, original Star Wars, classic Star Trek, classic Doctor Who, DC, Marvel back when it was decent before, like all the stuff we love, basically, from our childhood up to a certain point. So TVs, movies, video games, everything. It's the whole spectrum. You can see I have a bunch of the posters with Howard the Duck and then Fantastic Four, Superman, West Coast, like everything. So those are a little bit of all the stuff I love. Prisoner from back in the day, TV series. So we have a bunch of shows on the site where we talked about Star Trek, Star Wars, all the other stuff. So funny enough, my first show that I did on the channel, and then we got like spam botted and everything. The first day was my happy birthday when Tom Baker had a birthday. So
that one right there. Yeah,
and then we have a bunch of other stuff on there. So
all right, sounds
over
good,
there,
man.
you want to see tons of people that we have friends that are no longer around with us that are over there. So
yeah, he's been doing the YouTube thing for a while, guys. Go check it out, man. It's good stuff. Thanks for being here, Jed. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, brother.
Let me let you guys know what's going on with my channel. First of all, for some reason, my links thing didn't come up today. So I will direct you to go look at Joe's Atmosfere on Linktree. It's got all my links on it. You guys can go to my website. You can go to my, you can support the stream through Subscribestar and check out some artwork. I'm fixing to put up the rest of issue 1, all the pages that I've plotted. Up on Subscribestar, so go check that out. Just remember, I'm Joe's Atmosfere everywhere. It's Joe's Atmosfere, all one word with an F instead of a PH. Real easy to remember. Okay. You can also follow me on social medias, X, Facebook, Instagram. I'm on all those places, and I do Twitch for my video game stuff. So also, I'm on the big green play button that they don't like us to mention over here. So you guys go like, share, and subscribe, all of that stuff. Please, we appreciate all the support. Now, when it comes to the channel and what we're doing, you guys know that you're watching State of the Atmosphere. We do it every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. So come check it out. Everything pop culture and everything Sydney Sweeney. So come check it out every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. At 9 p.m. tonight, I will be on the Master Swag King show. So you guys come check that out. We're going to be having a discussion probably about geek stuff. This guy is a big DC fan, comic book fan. So he asked me to come on his show, and I will be there at 9 p.m. tonight here in about an hour and a half. So come check it out over on, let me get that link for you real quick. It's Master Swag King. Let me see. Where is he? Master Swag King. Well, I'll get it and put it up on X. You guys just check it out. I will be over there at 9 p.m. Central Time. And then Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time, you can check me out drawing on the comic book as I do the story of America's Pirate Patriot, Sketching the Privateer. It's on every Friday. Watch me work on my comic book. And Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, it's time to head over to Pop Culture Minefield's channel and check out John and the crew as they troll him playing Fallout, Tale of Two Wastelands, until the mods crash his system and he starts playing GTA. So there's nothing funnier than watching John try to drive with a keyboard. So don't forget it. Go see it on Pop Culture Minefield's channel at 8 p.m. Central Time on Fridays. And then Sundays, it's time for the Brothers Hack Matrix. Check that out every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. where we tell you everything about the clown show that is 2025 through today's headlines. 6 p.m. Central Time for the Brothers Hack the Matrix. And then Military Mondays at 10 a.m. Central Time back over on Pop Culture Mindfields channel. Not sure what they're covering this Monday. Don't really know yet, but I do know that me, Martin, Anima, and Gary will be there. So check it out. Well, and if you haven't seen the Eagle Has Landed show, it was really good. Go check it out. 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Mindfields channel. And then this Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time, It's Only Talk and Roll is back with a music show this time, and we're going to be covering the Diamond Dave years of Van Halen, one of my favorite bands. I actually got to meet Eddie Van Halen one night at the nightclub I was working at back in the late 80s, and it was a fun night. We had a good time playing Miss Pac-Man at a sit-down video game platform. It was pretty cool, having beers and all that stuff. So check out our coverage of Van Halen, the Diamond Dave years, when David Lee Roth was their lead singer. Before it was Van Hagar. We'll be doing that on That 70s Rock Fans channel at 4 p.m. Central Time this Monday. And then Tuesday night, it's time for Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. When I get off work after a long day of work, have a couple of drinks and play some games. And I'm going to be playing DC Universe Online with Lunatic this Tuesday. So you guys come check it out. We're always going to play DC at least once a month, and we'll be back to the Mass Effect playthrough the next week. But this week is for DC Universe Online for me and Lunatic to run around and blow some shit up. You guys come check it out Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time. And that brings us right back around to State of the Atmosphere. So for myself, the Noxter, the Jedster, and Das Wolfen, I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm going to check in with the chat one more time and see what's up with them. Vince is talking about something. Let's see. But the cat is weird, a bit weird. He liked to sleep
He was
on my
talking to Kay about
compost heap.
cats.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, what he really wants to tell you guys is cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time. Stay nerdy and have yourself a good night. And you know what I'm going to tell you? I want you guys to be safe, hang out, have a good time, like, share, subscribe to the channel and everything. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. Don't forget, guys, whether you like them small, medium,
What's that?
or large,
What's
Titty Tuesday
that?
continues into Wednesday every week on Joe's Atmosfere's channel. We can't get enough. It's good to see you guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.